Hello guys, welcome to the video guide of the T-34-3. This is the Chinese T-Race medium tank. It's a premium tank which has preferential matchmaking, which means you won't see tier 10 battles unless you platoon, of course, with other tanks. And I'll try to display the strengths and weaknesses of this tank. So don't expect a monster game with amazing damage done or credits received. The goal of this video is to show how hard it can be to handle this thing, because in my opinion it's really one of the hardest premium tanks to play. So we'll play quite aggressively here, as we have a good chance of winning. And we tell the RT where we will spot the enemy as they come up the A4, A5 area. And thanks to our mediocre to rather good maneuverability and top speed, we managed to get to a very interesting place, in my opinion, because you can spot here and do effective damage. But it's not very safe either, so you have to be sort of lucky with your team if they support you well enough. So the T-29 is spotted by ours, so we'll manage to shoot him for 330 damage, which is not a lot, as the gun of this tank has a lot of alpha damage, normally around 390. Which means this tank is ideal for corner fights or city maps, and not really long range engagements. But anyway, I feel like this is the good position for me to be in, as it will be most effective to use my strengths. What else do you need to know about the gun? The penetration value of the premium shells is 250, and it's heat, so that means you won't lose any penetration values over the distance when you shoot. To watch the T-34-3 here, which will give a nice bonus to our credit. So the gun, because of the high caliber 122mm, this means the shell velocity is very slow, and it makes sniping only harder, even with the terrible accuracy and aiming time, as you can see here. It's really not optimal to snipe with this tank, but the alpha damage is amazing, which really makes up for it in certain situations. What else is interesting about this tank? 380 meters view range is not bad at all at tier 8, certainly with the preferential matchmaking. How do you really want to play this tank? If you can dictate the pace of combat or engagements, as I'm doing here, this is really optimal, because you have a very long reload and your damage per minute isn't that great, so you have to try to be the boss of the fight. Really, you have to dictate when the engagement comes, so you can always reload safely and put out damage as effectively as possible without losing too much hit points. The reload of this gun, as you have noticed, is very long. I don't have ventilation, so it's not maximized out, but I have a gun rammer, and the crew isn't that bad, so it's still 12 seconds reloading, which is a lot. But again, the alpha damage can be amazing. Sometimes you'll hit 400, which is really funny for a medium tank. Anyway, this fight is going very well, much better than expected on this map, obviously. We somehow don't manage to damage the Panther here, I'll try to retract him and do damage in the meantime, but really on bad penetration value of this gun means we didn't manage to damage him on take off extract. As you can see here, penetration is terrible, but we managed to kill it. Now this is a bit of an annoying situation. We have RT on one side and the T-28 on the other, so we'll try to spot him so the team can get him, which they managed to do successfully. So let's try to get some more damage, maybe RT. And in the end the M12 comes at us, and as you will see, RNG can be not very nice to him, because we really should have killed him with one shot, but again, RNG, we still managed to kill him somehow, because the team is too far behind. So not capping, because capping gives a lot of experience, doesn't it? And thanks to their capping, we don't manage to kill them all, but still have a nice 3000 damage. So let's see what the results are from this game. So let's see how much money we made in this game. Apparently it's a lot, because there was some kind of event going on, but I can't remember which. We have over 1000 base experience, which is quite nice with this tank. And only 900 spotting damage, which surprises me really. But still, I'm not complaining. There's a lot of credits made, and I'm really happy with this.